Right, good morning everyone, for those that are watching. So today we've got an Eastern Counties League fixture between Hertfordshire and Bedfordshire. Your comms team for this first session is myself, Pete Cook, and I'm joined by Harry Wilson.
Morning everyone.
So for those of you that aren't aware, big day for us today. So we come into today's match a point behind Essex at the top of the table, looking to win the Eastern Counties League title for the first ever time. So we need to outscore Essex by a couple of points today. So we're at home to Bedfordshire. Essex are away today against Cambridgeshire. So we'll be keeping an eye on that game as well throughout the day. Hopefully we'll be able to bring you score updates and let you know where we stand. But yeah, hopefully you'll stay with us throughout the day. We'll be here up until about 4 or 5 o'clock this evening. Yeah, with live commentary from all games. So first up today for Hertfordshire, so this is Craig's team. You can see his big head in the shot there. So we've got Dave Smith lead for us in this team. Joe Hilson, number 2. Jack Smalley playing number 3. And as I said, Craig Skip has. Do you want to go through the Beds team?
Yep, sure. In the Beds team, we've got the lead in Rita Davison. Number 2 is Jill Cook. Number 3 is Dave Cook. And we've got Jim Greaves skipping this team.
Jill and Dave are no relation of mine, I should probably say.
Hertfordshire
have not chucked in a couple of ringers into the Bedfordshire team today to try and get us over the line. So, yeah, Jill and Dave are no relation.
Well, early on in this end, it looks like teams are just trying to settle down there to find sort of that jack halfway middle jack there. Bit short from both teams. Just going to sneak in there.
Yeah, that's good from Joe.
Yeah, that was a good shot.
So those of you that have joined us before, you will be familiar now with the setup we have here, and this carpet is the one that we normally record on, so it tends to turn quite a bit on the side closest to the camera shot here where the people are sat, and the other side of the carpet does tend to be a little bit straighter, but it doesn't always do that. It can be a little bit inconsistent, so we'll see what happens today, but this looks very good from Joe.
Yeah, that was a bit unlucky really that wood was just in the way there. I've been straight on the jack.
So we're building a good head here early on. So I think it'd be nice to get off to a good start and settle down, pick up a few on the first end.
Oh, almost wiggled through there. Might have cut that down a shot maybe.
So if you are joining us today and you are watching either on Facebook or YouTube, please let us know where you're watching. Pop some comments in. We're always open to feedback, good and bad. Morning, Katie. Can see there you're in early. First message of the day, wishing us luck. So hopefully we will get the win.
Jack there just trying to cover off the back a little bit, but I overcooked it slightly.
Yeah, first wood of the day. I don't think he'll be too disappointed with that. I'm sure it's a good effort from Beds.
Oh, very good effort.
Look like we're probably still holding a couple. Morning, Roman. Can see you're in the comments as well now. Hope you're being well behaved today. Otherwise, Erica will turn the bowls off if you're not well behaved. So looks like we're holding a couple there, Has.
Yeah, it's still a good, strong start, really.
You can see here Jim for Bed's first to play, so this isn't an overly appealing first wood for him.
No, it is a bit blocked up, especially with that narrow hand. Struggled to come back on that side, I would have thought.
Not quite sure what happened there. Might have hit the middle or gone off the side.
Yeah, looks like they're collecting the bowl there. I think that's the hand to play there. Jack's just pointing out to Craig, coming in there, risk of knocking one of the blacks further into shot.
Yeah,
tying that head up.
Yeah, you would say so. I think if he looks to finish between those two blacks, turn that other one down to make sure that one's counting. Well, they might even look to come all the way round to that brown. Yeah, again, I'd expect Craig, whatever he's trying to play, I'd expect him to be fairly close. Like I said, it's his first wood of the day, but obviously he knows the carpet. He generally knows what this is going to do.
Yeah, no, lovely shot that.
Yeah, that's well played. It has, what I would say is, it has opened it up for the kind of dead draw to cut it to one.
It has.
But obviously that will have to be a good bowl from Jim if he is going to do that.
See what Jim does then. It's a bit tight, I think.
Yeah. Okay, so I mean, chances here maybe just to come through onto that brown and play that across slightly. It depends how many it is. Let's have a look. Oh, it's good timing. 3 or 4.
Yeah, it's definitely a minimum
of
3, isn't it?
Moves on slightly, it could make it 6 or 7. So surely that's what Craig would be. Oh yeah, that's what he was trying to play. He overplayed that. Won't be overly happy with that.
No.
So let's have a look as they take these out. Okay, Jack's asking for that one. Bedfordshire thinking it might be brown. So we're looking at 3 or 4 here.
Yeah.
So great start for us, just what we was after. And yeah, obviously that won't do much to settle Bedfordshire's nerves. Just a 3.
Good solid start there.
Yeah, very good start. I do think Craig will be a little bit disappointed that he missed that final shot there, because I think that there was a good opportunity there, just as I said, just to roll that brown through, and I think that would have brought 2 or 3 more into it. But I mean, you're always going to be fairly happy with picking up 3 on the first end, aren't you?
You are.
Yeah, we know, mate.
Yeah,
that's good lay. I like that. But yeah, we could see that was 3. let us know if you are in the comments what camera shot you prefer. So obviously we've got this kind of I don't know what we'd call this, side view, and then we've got the I was checking what one Harry was going to select there before I said it, the overhead view, and then we've got this kind of from the corner view as well. So we obviously flick between them as we go along and try and pick the best shot at the point in time, and obviously if people are blocking the cameras we try and avoid that. But yeah, let us know which one you generally prefer. I quite like this one, but I think most people prefer the overhead.
So you've had a start there from Dave. I like that behind the back of the jack there. Bit of movement on that, gives us a bit of protection.
So Dave played down on his backhand there, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah, I mean, each their own on this carpet. I would always tend to stick to the side closest to the spectators because I think it's a bit truer, but I know some people find that slightly straighter side a little bit easier.
I think any movement on the jack towards that small swinging side, I'd always prefer to play on that straighter side, nice and narrow, but it just doesn't, you have to get the weight right, don't you, to get it to come across.
Yeah. It was good, that finish in a good spot from Joe.
It did. A little bit short there.
Yeah, Craig's asking her to switch hand, and as you can see from where he indicated with his arm there, kind of asking her to get it out wide. I'll shout ahead of the line here.
That's a great line. It's going to end up
just
in a
slightly over, but
it's going to end up okay there.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, still down, so got to look to get a bit of movement on the jack.
Yeah, thanks Stuart for wishing us luck. Not that I'm bitter that you're not here today, but I do hope that you and Lisa have lost every single game that you've played in Durham this weekend. Of course, you know I don't mean that well. I only mean it a little bit. But yeah, pretty good. Pretty good again.
A bit unlucky it fell away there. I think that could have been falling in for short, maybe. Been close.
So Beds need to be a little bit careful here that this doesn't get away from them before they've even begun this game, because again, dropping a 3 on the first end, and all right, this one might be coming in for shot, and that's a good bowl. But obviously, any jack movement here is ideal for us.
Yeah, I'll be asking to play quite aggressive here, trying to get that jack moving.
Yeah, I think you can even. Oh, that's disappointing to hear, Stuart. Hopefully, you go out straight away in the knockouts, mate. Yeah, I think Jack can play this on a narrowish line and look to catch the jack, or worst case, rest the brown.
Looking.
Yeah, well bowled,
Great
Jack.
shot.
Well bowled.
That's a shot of the day.
Very good.
Yeah, shot of the day so far.
What? I thought you meant all day.
That might be.
Just so far. That could be shot of the day.
That could be shot of the day.
That could be. I mean, look how it's finished. It's absolutely perfect. And I mean, Bedfordshire just, worst case here, they've got to rest the wide 2 blacks. And yeah, that's not the best. So real chances here now.
Yeah, real chances for Craig just to add to this count, really. So how are you feeling going into today then, Pete? You know, first time being in this close to Hertfordshire winning the title?
Yeah, it will mean an awful lot if we do get over the line today. You know, I've been playing this for, you know, well over 30 years and yet to win it. So, you know, it would be an amazing feeling for us. I think if we do get over the line, I'd quite like to have gone in today a point ahead of Essex, just so I knew it was completely in our own hands.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, the chances of Essex winning 36-0 at Cambridgeshire, I think, are pretty remote. Oh, that's very well bowled.
That's a very really good shot. I mean, is that snuck in there for shot? They're looking.
Yeah, I mean, if it's not shot, okay, so we're holding
one.
But I do think, you know, Craig's got to try and play something here to move that brown back, almost off the 2 blacks onto the brown. I think it's worth playing, because obviously if you get it right, you could pick up a big count. So I think Craig would be aggressive into this. He's too wide. Right kind of speed, but yeah, much too wide.
That just shows you how good a shot that was there.
Yeah.
Must be close.
Seems like Jim's sticking with that same hand. It's a decent effort
again. It's a good effort.
Oh,
just snuck through. Clipping that blackwood on the way.
So I think Jack's asking for a black here. Bedfordshire having a look.
Asking for a measure, I think, maybe. No.
No. So one to us, we think.
I think. Let's see if Craig gives us the confirmation. No, sack that one off.
Well done, mate.
One end only.
That lasted one end.
So yeah, as you're saying, big opportunity to go into today. Something you've dedicated, most of your life to playing, really.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, and although we are a point behind Essex, if you'd have offered this position at the start of the season, would have bitten your hand off. So I don't think we can completely discount Suffolk either. I know they're a little bit back, but they're a team that's full of know-how, aren't they, and experience. So they could get a big score against Norfolk today and get themselves back in contention. So we just got to focus on ourselves and look to score as many points as we can, and hopefully that'll be enough.
So another solid start there from Dave, really, on this end. Opportunity here to draw another one in. A little bit over his weight there, but it's going to be behind the jack, so that's a good place. Happy with that.
Yeah, and again, we're making another good start here. Good from Joe. You notice what we haven't had pretty much any of so far is shortwoods.
No, yeah.
They've all been to the jack or past the jack, which is good.
Commentator's curse
yeah,
there.
Absolutely. Well done, Jay. How did we know that was coming, eh?
A little bit heavy, this wood. Just going to cover off those blacks, though. Still quite open there. This looks a better weight.
Sums you up, Harry, didn't it? Absolutely a million miles off the.
I mean, it was a better weight than the wood before, has to be said, but yeah, still a good foot off.
Yeah, just say sorry. Okay, so bed sticking with the backhand side there for the right-handers, and that's a good effort. Yeah, it's well bowled. Let's cut it down to one. So Jack would be looking to follow that in now, would he? Ideally, just draw the jack round the corner. So maybe a foot on his last. That does look a better weight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he'd be reasonably pleased with that. So we'll get some score updates on the other carpets for you shortly as well. Obviously, you can just about see the other carpet in action there. Looks like we're holding a couple. But obviously, there's 3 carpets in play here. We're focusing on mat 1, but mat 2 and 3 as well. Hertfordshire and Bedfordshire are playing off on those carpets as well. That was well bowled by the beds number 3 there. Dave, it looks like it's taken shot, doesn't it? Has?
Yeah, I would say that does look like it's taken shot.
Yeah, most definitely. So again, Craig will be looking just to draw that out. Again, maybe move the jack to the kind of 9 o'clock area would be good.
It's got quite a big target there that he can rest off.
Just over on pace.
It's a bit unlucky.
We absolutely can get a shout out to Elle, who's watching in Indonesia. Elle, hope you're all good. Hope Tom's good as well. I'm sure you won't stick around watching this all day if you're in Indonesia, or maybe you're watching while you're on the beach. But yeah, I hope you're both good. So Jack's got his head right in the way, hasn't he? Let's just have a flick to the other camera. So I weren't paying attention, Harry. Did Beds move that Jack
Yeah,
over
Beds
there?
just
Okay.
drew in and moved that Jack out to the side. I still think this is a tough shot.
Yeah, okay. So that side looks like it's hanging again a bit today.
Yeah.
Craig's just been a slightly overweight, isn't he, on pretty much everything he's put down so far. But I'm sure it won't take him long to adjust. So we need to be a little bit careful here, Beds, if they're coming down the fort. Oh, okay, they've stuck on the other side.
Ooh, okay.
Still looks like that's one brown.
Yeah. So there's no change there.
Okay, one brown. No dramas. So that makes it 4-1 after 3 ends. And again, we'll be reasonably pleased with that start, I think. Right, I'm going to go and check on the other scores, Harry. So I'll leave you to it for 30 seconds.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Again, that's a good solid start from Dave there. Gonna be happy with that. Just a tad short from the Jack, but no real cause for concern. Betsley just using that swinging hand there. You can see there how much that hand can swing with the weight. You know, if you're tad narrow and the weight slightly over, can really swing across. So Dave sort of followed that wood, adjusted his weight even better. That was a good shot. Yeah. Okay, not too bad. See what Joe can do here. Playing it on that narrower hand. Weight's a little bit over, but again, it's going to be covering off the mat nicely for any Jack movement to the back. Still quite open-ended this end. So playing on that narrow line again. That weight looks better. Yeah, that's well adjusted. Bit of Jack movement, as I was just saying. Perfect.
So I come bearing good news. So we're leading 6-0 on the middle carpet, and we're 3-2 up on the far carpet. So up in all 3 games at the moment.
That's a good shot there. That's a good shot.
Yeah, that's well played. So Beds are just starting to find their way into this, aren't they?
Yep.
So Jack's playing the straighter side. I'm guessing here he's looking to draw a shot, or worst case. Yeah. Oh, that's well bowled.
Okay, yeah,
well played.
That is very well played. Perfect weight, perfect line. Not the Jack back there to Joe's wood, as I was just speaking about when he left, giving that cover. Perfect.
I mean, that turned quite a bit, didn't it? I mean, I didn't see how tight he was to the middle, but that turned lovely.
It did.
Still opportunities for Bedfordshire though here, because if they play slightly over on the draw and get the edge of the Jack, they could slide it across to those 2 browns. So I think Craig would probably be a little bit mindful of that.
I don't know if I'd be asking Jack to play the same shot here, really. Just
it looks like he's maybe asking him to draw and maybe finish slightly short next to that black, which again would be in a good spot if he can get it there.
nice and narrow there. It's got his weight's a little bit heavier. Oh
no, that's pretty good.
That's I
mean, it's opened up. I mean, beds could follow that in on the other hand, or again, those blacks are easier to rest on now. But it has taken the danger away of that jack moving over to those browns, hasn't it? So I think he'll be reasonably pleased with that.
Yeah. See how Jim's delivery comes off.
So Jim's a lefty, so he's playing the forehand for him. That's an awful camera shot, Harry. You can't even see the jack. Oh, God, sorry, people watching. You know, Harry's pretty new to this. We'll try and get him up to speed as quickly as possible.
Can only apologise.
Yeah.
So what are you playing here if you're...
I think I'm just drawing in on the same side that Jim just bowled. Yeah, something like this. Okay. Yeah, I think that's what I'd have tried to play. I'd have just tried to find the gap between those. Again, if you get wrecked and fall in that gap, that's fine. But yeah, I think I'd have been trying to draw in, you know, pretty close to the jack. Okay, so it doesn't look like it's changed anything. Holding 3. The only thing it has done, I guess, is it's put a brown out on both hands and made it tricky-ish to get another. So I think they're looking to stick on that side, I think, but come, let's jack moves out of the way, come a little bit wider between the outside brown and the black, and just see if they can get back to the brown that's in between the 2 white lines on the end of the carpet.
Okay, yeah.
That's, I think, what they're trying to play here. That looks very light. Yeah, he's struggling for his speed a little bit, Craig, isn't he? But
yeah, so far, yeah. But you know, thankfully, so far, his team have been quite consistent.
I'm taking a couple out. Getting a measure here, I think. Yeah, morning Marianne, Erica's mummy, as we've said in the chat there. Hope you're well. Hope Erica's looking after you on Mother's Day. So 3, we think.
Yep, looks that way. Another good end there from Hertfordshire. Just being consistent in this game so far, really.
Yeah, you're right. I think we've just been a little bit, as you say, yeah, consistent's probably the right word. Certainly, you know, Dave and Joe have played well. Jack's played a couple of screamers, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So, yeah, got themselves into a strong position here. It's a better start.
Yep. Not bad.
It's probably
quite even.
8-10 inches short, but it's right on the line.
It is. Oh,
Dave's doing his best to try and move it up. Well done, Dave.
Just drops his weight off there. Getting that straighter hands, and that's just a prime example there. It just doesn't quite swing across unless your weight is absolutely spot on. So Craig asking Joe to go the swinging hand. See, likes it, I think. It's going to cover it off lovely. Yep, that's it. That's a lovely start. Very good. Again, from Joe.
Yeah, she's bowled well, Joe. Other than that, when I put the old curse on her and she come up short, better. I assume that went off the side, or
yeah, looks all right in the middle.
Yeah, here comes Joe again. I'm not going to say anything before she bowls this one. I don't want to curse her.
That line again is just very good. Yeah,
very good, Joe.
No complaints there
Yeah,
at all.
very nice. And it's not made the target any bigger, is it? Because that black's finished in line with the others, so it's not left them loads there to rest on. Okay, I think we'll stick with that same side.
There's a real chance here for Jack just to nudge in front of that Jack, really.
I'll be front nuts to Jack here. We're looking very good again. Craig likes it. Just slightly.
It's a great shot. Yeah. It's just a bit unlucky, really.
Well, what that has done as well is it's probably forced Bedfordshire to change their hand, and as we know, that other side of the carpet is not as easy as it could be. So let's have a look. That looks a little. Oh no, that's good. That's very well bowled. Yeah, very well bowled. I mean, he's a little unlucky. Yeah, Craig's asking Jack to stick with that wide draw.
But the good news is, I mean, let's see here how wide Jack can get it.
He's on about 3/4 line. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yep.
So again, holding a 3 or 4. It's just going to need to be a good bowl from Dave, the Bedfordshire number 3. Coming into it.
Yeah, it's a bit unlucky, really. It's a bit unlucky. Could have wiggled through there. Could have cut it down.
Yeah, it wasn't easy. I don't blame him for trying to play into it and open it up. But again, if Craig plays a good one here, I mean, Bedfordshire have got no back position. So again, we're looking good in the head here. I think if I'm Craig, I'm just drawing into the front of the head.
Okay, let's watch Craig's.
Do we have to?
Yeah.
I think this one you'll get a better look with his delivery. Yeah, very good. Bowled the same way for pretty much the whole time he's been playing the game. Yeah, that's okay.
Yep, very good.
So again, there's no real shot here for Beds to get shot. I think they're probably just looking to draw as close to that front black as they can and try and cut it to 1. Okay, it's a decent effort. It might be second.
Yeah, I think Jack seems to think that is second.
Yeah, looks like
yeah, I mean, I think it's close again.
Yeah, can't really tell.
No, it's just better.
It's a lot of messing around with trying to zoom the camera in for no real result. Okay, well, let's see what Craig tries to do here. I'm guessing he's probably just drawing right round this or drawing just inside the brown and black. Okay, maybe he was just not really sure what he was trying to do there. I don't know what it looked. The line looked like he was trying to play the brown through, but he didn't look like he had enough weight for the job. Okay, so I think he's changing his hand here. He's trying to wiggle through that gap on the backhand side.
Tough shot.
Yeah.
And with that weight coming down there, that's definitely the one.
Well, it looks like that could be 2 from there.
Yeah, it does look like it could be 2. Here's time. Let's see. Takes back out.
On Matt's one and 10-0 on Jason's one. What about the other carpet? 10-0 on the middle carpet. Yeah. What's the other one? 7-2. Oh, 7-2. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so we've got a score update there. So 10-0 we lead on Jason's carpet, and 7-2 on Matt's carpet. Sorry, I just had to check who else was playing. And how many was that, Harry? Was you paying attention?
Didn't see.
Okay. So we know it was at least one. So we'll assume it was one for the time being. And one of us will go and check the score in a moment. So that's either 8 or 9-1 after 5 ends. Oh, Dave, that's a little bit wayward from Dave. I'm not even sure if we'll get that on the overhead camera. Think he thought the jack was that sunspot on the carpet.
Yeah, I think could have been.
Craig's saying that's in the way. You're gonna have to change your hand.
Yeah, he won't be very happy with that from the start.
Oh, he's nailing that sunspot.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, Dave, look at that. Got both the sunspots covered, Dave. Well played.
We've given Dave some credit this morning. I feel
we have to take it all back.
He's sort of undoing that this end.
I've been a bit disappointed that he's bowled as well as he has. Because I do like to sit in here and give him a load of stick. Oh, the sunspots, yeah. That's confusing everyone.
Oh, I think that is.
Oh, they've gone now. The sun's got. Oh, it's coming back. Come on, Joe.
All right, Joe, ignore the sunspot. A little bit over.
Perhaps she thought the white line was the jack. Okay, so this is the first loose end that we've had. So let's just make sure that we don't, do anything silly here and drop a count and let Bedfordshire back into this game. So Joe will be looking to get one reasonably close on that forehand side. It looks a little tight from that other camera angle.
It's a bit tight.
Yeah, she's played the sunspot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're holding 2 on the shortest sunspot, I would say.
Okay, well, that's going to come in for shot. So
right, no messing around. Come on, Jack. Straight on it, mate. He's on a good line.
I think his weight's just a little over there.
Yeah, a little over. Okay. I'm sure he'll adjust with his next. So chances here for Beds to get themselves back in it. As I said, they can play a good wood here.
Well, it's going to be in the count, maybe. Get that.
Possibly.
The overhead should tell us. Yeah, I'd say that's probably 2 down there. But this is going to close it up.
Little quick. Well, that's good enough for shot. Excuse me. Yep. Well bowled, Jack. So I think Beds have got to be fairly brave here. I think they've got to try and get some jack movement over towards those browns. This is probably the first opportunity they've had to pick themselves up a bit of a count in this game. So
just a little lie on the weight then.
Yeah. There's another one over there though. Craig needs to be a little bit careful that he doesn't leave a bit of a helper here in terms of, something jack high that they can use. So
would you look to then cover off those browns there? Just come across then, a bit tighter line, cover off the browns.
He could come on a slightly narrower line and try and, rest the brown that's jack high. That wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but let's have a look. So he's on a slightly narrowish line. Yeah, that looks like what he's tried to play, but not quite reaching. So yeah, I think Jim's got to, try and just snick that jack over if he can. And if he does, we'll be in a bit of trouble.
Let's see then. The line's not too bad. I think it's just going to dive across.
He's under on the line. The speed was lovely for the job. But that's cut it down to 1. But yeah, we've got good back position here. So I think Craig can, he can draw the front of this jack. And if he tries the jack back 6, 8, 10 inches, that's fine as well. So yeah, no real reason not to be right up to the jack here. Okay, could be in. So we're holding at least 1, could be 2.
Still very open. I mean, still quite open there for the draw. Oh, it's a good effort. That's a very good effort. That could even be shot. I think we're going to see that is going to be
lots of claps.
one brown. Let's see.
Did we turn the brown out there? I think we probably did.
I think we did.
Well, we'll see who places the jack.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So.
Yeah, well bowled. Very well bowled. So it's kept beds in it. So it's 8-2, we think. Could be 9-2, couldn't it? We're still not quite sure whether that's 1 or 2 on the previous end, but so 3 ends to play.
Well, that's just hung on to the mat there.
So who's on this carpet next, Harry? Do we know? Is it one of us, or is it the other? Is it Neil?
I'm not sure, actually, to be fair.
I think it might be Neil. Let's have a quick look. So there's 6, again, for those of you that aren't familiar with the format, so there's 6 teams of 4 that are in play today for each team, and the even numbered teams play the even numbered teams from the other county, and obviously the odd numbered teams play the odd numbered teams. So me and Harry are both on the even side today, and you play on all 3 carpets. So next up on this carpet, you've got Neil Tuckey's team, and then I'm on here in the 4th session, and you're on here on the last session of the day, Harry.
Okay. Again, a little bit loose from Dave there. I was expecting the way he's been bowling for it to be a bit tighter. So let's see. It's got to be nice and wide, drawing in. Chance here for Jones, still quite open. Yep, just needs to slow up a little bit. It's going to cover that brown nicely. That's fine.
It's a decent spot.
That's fine. But, you know, still quite open. Yep, just going to roll in to take shot.
Yeah, it's pretty good again from Jay. I think beds are changing their hand here, playing down the forehand side for the right-handers. Craig's having a little think. I think they're sticking with that swing side, just trying to draw between those front 2 blacks.
Yeah. It's got to be the favoured hand, I think. No, he's got the other hand.
I mean, that is
wow.
that is ridiculously good.
And it just shows you the way it's spot on.
Yeah, I mean, again, that hand might be turning more than it normally does, but I mean, he's just made that look very easy. And that side is not easy. Oh, decent effort. And that's finishing a good spot.
It has.
So I think Craig could be asking Jack to play the same again now and just get past the Jack to maybe cover those 2 browns. Or you might even draw through the 2 blacks to get to the browns this hand.
Through the 2 blacks, I think.
But those 2 browns are, slight nuisance now. The only thing you would say is that black looks like it's touching the Jack, and to get to the black, to move it, you've probably got to come, not quite touching, but it's close enough, isn't it? So you've probably got to come at a speed where you're going to end up springing that Jack almost to the back black. I mean, that's a good spot. Yeah, that's a good spot.
It's a good spot.
That's a very good spot. That's 2 great goals. Bowls by Jack. Yeah. Talking of goals, I mean, West Ham.
Yeah, big day yesterday, both.
Ex-Arsenal boy.
Yeah.
Coming up good.
He did well yesterday.
We just need, what do we want today? We want a Leeds win, we want a Forest win, and we want a Liverpool win.
No, we don't. Oh, yeah, we do actually, yeah. We do.
Well, you probably don't. You want a Liverpool win. Leeds and Forest, probably not so much for you, but Me being an Arsenal boy, I
Yeah.
want to see Spurs down in the mud.
No, don't worry. Don't we all do? It's not a bad effort, that.
That's
I think-
might be second.
I think Craig just needs to follow what Jack was doing, really, and just...
Not sure why that's a bit blurry, that one.
So yeah, Craig to follow Jack maybe here, I think. Just try and get that weight right, cover off those browns. Any movement on the Jack really across the mat there to those other blacks. Yeah. Oh, it's a bit unlucky.
No, that's finished
It ended up
nicely.
well. Yeah.
If it had missed that low, you're right, I think that would have been right on it. So that hand does look like it's turning, because there's no way Jack and Craig are good enough to consistently play woods down that side that they're turning that much. So
Right.
again, that side I think we can be safe to assume is turning today. That's a good bowl.
Yep.
Difficult to see what that is.
Have a look at the blur vision.
Couple maybe.
Yeah.
It's like it's the one obviously right in the front of the Jack and the one just behind it.
Behind it.
I don't think, I mean, Beds have bowled all their woods here, haven't they? I think Craig can afford to come inside to that brown, because even if he catches the black that's closest to the Jack, he's only moving it back to those other blacks. There's no danger here. He can be inside fairly positive, looking for that brown just to turn it out. Something a little bit like that. Yeah, that's well bowled. That's well bowled. That's free. Having a look, but it looks like a pretty certain free.
Certainly free for me. So that's one,
two,
and then I'll be asking for that one at the back.
It's definitely that one as well, isn't it?
Oh.
No, I think that was free. But we might have to go for a score check, as one of us, because obviously we had the other end where we wasn't sure whether it was 1 or 2. So we've got this score at 10-2, but it could be 11-2, it could be 12-2. We're not quite sure. So Harry's going to go and check on the scores. So Harry's going to check on the score for this carpet and get an update on the other carpets. So we think it's something like that on the scores. So good lead off from Dave. That's a bit more like it, Dave. He's had a couple of ends where he's been slightly off it, but yeah, 2 good woods there from Dave. Well done, Dave. Very good. A little bit unlucky that both those blacks have fallen down and just opened that side up a little bit, but yeah, you'd be happy with that. So Joe will be sticking that same side as Dave. So Harry's back with us.
So yeah, on the far mat, the one that's closest to the entrance of the hall, we're Hertfordshire leading 14-6 now.
14-6?
Yep.
High scoring.
The middle mat is now 15-0.
Wow.
And then on this mat, it's actually 11-2. So
okay. Are those ends right? Because I can't remember whether I'd done them too many or not.
The end looked right, yeah.
So we've played 7. 2
played
to play.
7, yeah.
Okay.
Believe so.
Well, so it's looking like we're in a very positive opening session for us, which is just what we're after.
It's good wood.
So in answer to your question, Roman or Erica, so we play 18 games today. So there's 6 teams and they all play 3 games each. And if you win, you get 2 points. And if you draw, you get a point. So we're playing for 36 points. So we're up in all 3 of these games at the moment. So it looks like we might be taking a 6-0 lead. So what we need to do is get as many points as possible, or we need to score 2 more points than what Essex get today in their game. So we'll try and find out how Essex are doing throughout the day. But if we can get a very good high score, that will give us a really, really good chance of winning the league. So that's what we're after. We're just winning as many of these individual games as we can, and we're playing. That's well bowled. And we play 18 of those today. So these are the first 3, and then there's 5 more sessions after this. So yeah, we're just trying to win as many of the 18 games as possible.
Looks like Craig's asking Jack to go what is usually the narrow hand there, just to nudge the Jack over. I mean,
yeah, that was useless, Jack.
I
Back to normal, mate.
Yeah.
You've had a couple of good ends, and we've given you some credit, but that's comes to an end now.
That's a shame. That's a bit unfortunate. So Jack's got another opportunity, so Craig's gonna have the opportunity to do that.
Yeah. So what would you be doing here, Harry? Would you be trying to plant the 2 blacks, or would you just be drawing around, or would you be coming the other way, playing onto the brown and springing the Jack?
I think I'll be trying to spring the Jack. Having watched that hand today swing a bit more than it has been, I think it's there to spring out to the right.
Well, unsurprisingly, Craig's going the other way, because you've said that you think you'd go that. Oh, that was. I don't think he was trying to come inside. I think he was trying to play the 2 blacks. Okay.
What would you have made then, think?
Well, if you're saying that you'd have come that way onto the brown, I'd have definitely gone the other way. Yeah, I'd have probably tried to play those 2 blacks up as well. But that might be, again, you're right, that side is turning more, because normally that wouldn't really be on.
Yeah.
Whereas today it looks like it probably is.
Yeah,
but normally the shot onto the 2 blacks,
I agree.
because you know that you can get the, well, he's obviously definitely going to have to stick with that now.
He is now. Yeah, I was only saying that because of that. It does appear to be swinging a bit more.
So I think Craig just needs to be maybe a touch more positive on his speed.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Well, that's 1 to beds. I think there's 1 wood to come, is there? Is he not bowling it?
No, it's picked it up and bringing it down. So that's 1 there.
Right. So we think that's final end coming up. And it's 11-3. So coming up next on here, we mentioned that it's Neil Tuckey's team. Who have we got on comms? Is it Dave and Craig?
It is, yeah.
Yeah. So your commentary team up next is the 2 players that are playing on here at the moment. So Dave, who's bowling first, and Craig, who's bowling 4th, or skip as it's called. So they'll be doing comms next on Neil's game. Now, Neil's normally a good entertaining watch, because he can throw his toys out the pram a little bit if things don't go his way. So hopefully we won't see that today, but that's always the benefit. If he does lose, it's disappointing for us, but we do get to see him have a little tantrum, which is funny to see most of the time. Okay, so this game is as good as one. Obviously, there's 8 bowls in action, so in theory, Bedfordshire, or they're holding 3, to be fair. So in theory, Bedfordshire could get all 8 and draw this game 11-all, but to pick up all 8 is a little bit unusual, shall we say, especially when, you have to get them. They come along by accident sometimes, but when you need to get all 8, it's very unlikely you're going to do that. Having said that, we
are 3 down.
Yeah, we are 3 down.
3 woods down on the net.
Yeah. So, okay. So,
still,
I reckon if you're Craig now, you're starting to just panic a little bit.
It's just an open draw, really. Just,
come on, Joe. Just put one in there before we start to panic.
Okay. It's a bit narrow, I think. No, it's just going to carry through.
That's good. Yeah, well done, Joe.
Yeah, well done. Very good.
Panic over.
Yeah.
And you can see now why it's so difficult to get all 8, because obviously you've got to get them all in the same area. So now obviously they could move the Jack to those browns behind, but that would be taking the 2 in front right out of play. Okay, so Jack's just sticking with that wide draw.
Just took his weight off a little bit.
Yeah.
But, you know, too bad.
So it's been a good performance, isn't it, from our team? I mean, Craig hasn't had to do too much, you would say.
No, he hasn't.
Which is probably a nice position to be in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what
so Jason, as always, has finished in record time. You won, Jace?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Matt's winning? Okay, so it's going to be a 6-0 session win for us, which is, yeah, the absolute perfect start. So we'll just bring you these last few bowls of this end, but this game is now done. Okay, Jason's bragging about his score. We're not going to tell you what it was. We don't want his head to get any bigger.
No, but I will talk about it like Craig.
Oh yeah,
entirely.
yeah. Whatever session Jason's on, be prepared to hear about how amazing his team is and how well they bowled and how brilliant he is.
No. You don't get that.
Oh, that's good play. Yep.
Yeah, well bowled. Well bowled. That looks like that's taken a shot.
But yeah, Craig hasn't had to do too much. Everyone's been very consistent, as we said, throughout this game, really, for the rest of his team. I mean, Dave started off strong, sort of tailed away a little bit towards the back end of this game.
I'd say that's fair.
Jack's had some very good woods as well down there.
Yeah,
so,
Joe's been good. Yeah, so it's been a good all-round team performance.
And got Hertfordshire off to the start that they needed. So
it's a good bowl from Craig.
Yeah, though it might have just nudged it.
Yeah, can't quite see what it is. No one's given away any kind of signs, but I mean, Bedfordshire can come into this, and they can come into that. You're almost looking for the split on the black and the jack, and just move the jack to kind of like 5 o'clock, and they could pick up a few. Craig has still got a bowl to come, hasn't he?
Yep.
So that's what Jim would be looking for, I think, just over speed, coming into the jack and black, a little bit like that. Oh, that's unlucky.
That was a very good effort. That was a good wood, I think.
So we're not quite sure what that is. Jack's indicating maybe a draw to that brown, but I'm guessing there may be one down if Craig's bowling. Not that it matters too much because the game is won. Yeah, nice bowl. Okay, so that's not quite sure what that is. There's handshakes. Could be black, could be brown. We're not quite sure, but it's in any event, it's a win for Hertfordshire. 12-3, 11-4, something like that. And as we said, we've won the other 2 games as well. So perfect start for us. We lead 6-0 after the first session. So Dave and Craig will be in here with you shortly. Please stick around, stick with us. We're going to end this stream and there'll be a session 2 stream starting very shortly. So, Haz?
Thanks all for watching.
Thanks a lot. Yeah.
Take care.